Hi everyone, happy Friday. All right, let's get started. It's Friday, what is it? The 18th. 18th of September, 2020. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I'm always grateful to each and every viewer. You guys are awesome. I'm very, very appreciative. Okay, now let's see what's happening for the weekend. Let's find our word for each sign and then let's expand on that word, starting with Aries. Aries, ancestors. The tree of life, right? So you may be looking into your, right, ancestors.com, whatever. You may be doing some research on your ancestors. You may be talking to your ancestors. You may be, I really feel very much for today. I feel like Aries, you're really looking into the history and knowledge of your ancestors. Not only I'm not saying where you don't know where you came from. Maybe some of you don't. Some of you could be adopted and or foster care, whatever. I'm thinking it's gaining knowledge about the history of your culture also, right? Talking to your ancestors, connecting with others like-minded. We have Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio here, Aries, that you've had before. Maybe you're getting ready to go somewhere. Look you're so ready. And here's that full moon in Virgo. And Virgos are all about actually, well, they do like to travel. But why do I say that? Because we're very influenced under this full moon of Virgo. So it's more about health. Maybe you're visiting a doctor because you have, something in your lineage that you're like, I got to check this out. Maybe you're getting testing for, certain health aspects, right? If you have some kind of dis-ease in your body, you're like, well, maybe my dad had it, or asking about it. So it looks like you're inquiring, you're going to different people, different doctors, I feel. I know it does not mean that in the card, but Cancer rules health, the heart. Cancer rules the heart. Virgo rules the overall health of our well-being. This could be emotional well-being as well, right? So I think you're really delving into what makes you tick, Aries. It's like from the inside out, because you may have like aches and pains, or you just, there's certain things that just came up maybe with your health that you're needing to go ask maybe for advice from your ancestors about, well, how did Uncle John feel about, how did he deal with this, right? Whatever it is. Maybe you're finding out that comes from an ancestor. Okay, enough. Taurus, what's your word? Taurus, the pillar of strength. So, Taurus, you're needing to stay balanced, stay focused, and find your strength, right? So that you can also, you're the anchor and pillar of strength here. I feel this immense strength going forward. Like, strength is not just your, having muscles, right? Let me just clarify that. Strength in self-control, in boundaries, in being decisive. Strength, you're, of course, energetically, but it's also practicality as well. right? And whatever you're working on doing, let's see. Strength of balancing your energetic field of, right? What do no longer clinging to our negative thoughts. So you're needing to get out of your mindset here, right? Because this is also about balance. So Taurus, you're being asked to balance out how you talk to yourself, right? Is it negative? Are you getting out of negative self-talk? Well, this is releasing yourself from toxic behaviors. That's behaving. But this is your inner, the way you think, the way you obsessively think, maybe. Being stuck, not knowing where to go. So you're needing to find a balance so that you can find your own inner strength. So that actually kind of flipped, right? It kind of flipped. Your inner strength is really what you need to work on so that your external strength can show, right? Can show up. And it's all the way. Your thoughts make you who you are and make your situations the way they are. So that's where you need to flip the switch, so to speak. Gemini. Okay, I just want to make sure we have at least one shuffle in between so that we keep the energy flowing. Gemini. Strength. Now you guys got strength. Strength of character, strength of ambition, going forward, strength in energy, being fearless, let's see, what part of the strength of that word does this imply? Passionate strength, right? There's so many. Love, I love it. So here's your balance. This is great. The strength that is your word is balancing out your worth, right? He loves me not, right? That's how I see this. It's like he loves me not, right? And what does that mean? It means that the love that you have for yourself is not valued based on the external, what you look like. You need to balance your internal love for yourself, and then that will portray your outer, exterior love for yourself. And that is what, Gemini, you need to balance in your life, because I feel that you're thinking people only love you only value your love or love you, right? You know what I'm saying? In what they see on the external, forgetting completely about the strength of love, of what love lies within. That was like a real tongue twister. Okay. Cancer. It's right here. What is this? The Sage. Ah, I love it. Cancer, beautiful. Beautiful. Are you connecting with, are you doing crystals? Look at this moon going on here. Crystals, moon, making a decision, choosing which options you have, expanding, knowledge, being the sage, going within, doing your work. Let's see what this is about. Cancers. Cancers. So you're ready. You're ready. You need to just use your intuition, right? Here's the sage. The sage does not question. The sage is not about questioning the external. It's the internal, following your internal guidance with regard to what you're putting your passionate, where you're putting your passions, right? So in order to in order to move forward, Cancers, you need to use your inner knowledge instead of your external, right? You need to go within and find what makes you passionate in order to find what it is that you're going to be maybe be doing next, right? As work, as career, as whatever passion and drive that you have, it must come from your heart and within first. So use your intuition, right? Intuition is all about the vision. Your vision should be one that you intuitively will know, as the sage does. Yeah? The sage, though, doesn't become a sage overnight. So that could be part of your process. Okay. Leo. Higher perspective. So Leos, today you're looking at your life, your everything around you and within you is all from a higher perspective, right? The eagle's view of a situation. Eagle eye view. You're widening your perspective when it comes to everything. You're not looking just, one way about things. You're looking at, okay, so if I make this decision, this, and this can happen. Instead of saying, no, I'm only doing it this way. So now you're seeing things in a new light. Literally, look at that. So what has ended and what has left your world is where you gained a higher perspective on where you're headed, right? So I'm just going to say it because this is how I feel is what Leos have been struggling with for a while. And that is the external beauty of oneself, right? Is not necessarily about how much beauty they have on the surface, right? Because it's within you. So the passion and the love that you are handing to someone, right? Your higher perspective is do not seek for just the external passion, but look at it from how is it going to help me in 10 years from now, right? Someone may look good, but are they good for you? That's what you're learning, and you've changed your perspective about it, which is really a very, a more mature way of looking at one's life, right? It's not all about what someone looks like on the outside, it's what people, I think that's kind of like the theme of all these readings today. Today's theme is look within at people and what they have to offer. It's not the external, it's what they have to offer from a love, their inner love. Okay, Virgo. And happy new moon, Virgo, and birthdays. Get creative, Virgo. It's time to utilize your energy in a creative way, right? Hobbies, music, art, poetry, writing, communicating. Let's see what this creation is about. Virgos are very artistic, right? Healing. Let's see what's going on for Virgos. Look at you came out in your own reading. Oh my God, I love it. So, Virgos, what are you creating? You're getting ready to start a new cycle, potentially with a Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, a new life, right? This is a whole new cycle. And the creativity is you're going to find a creative way to either engage with someone, start a whole new cycle in your life. So you're getting creative in terms of maybe how like your approach, how you're going to, entertain the, something fabulous. You're going to think of something very creative to get someone's attention and to start something like that will last actually for a long time. So that's very nice because you guys are very creative, right? The wheel is turning. Yeah. So you're getting really creative to address something with a king. This is a King of Cups. So emotionally, you're starting all new and fresh. Maybe you're doing something creative as well as like a project, right? It doesn't have to be a person here. Or you're collaborating with someone and starting something new in your creative ventures of whatever that artistic venture is that you do, right? Maybe you're partnering up with one of your friends, if you're a masculine, right? Getting together to do something in business, a business venture, something like that. Or the king is a feminine with masculine in her more masculine, right? All right, let's keep going. Libra. Libra, what is your word for today? Here we go. The warrior. Forging ahead, having the strength, determination to forge ahead. It's either you've been through it, you've been through the war, you've been through a lot, right? And you're just holding on to your sword in case you may need it, right? But you are the warrior. You're fearless. That's how I feel, Libras. You guys are fearless. Let's see what's happening. I'm going to take one more because you guys needed it. Sorry. You really did. I'm not joking. Look at this. Right? You're having this internal conflict, right? About what's not coming in your life. I don't know, money, what you're putting your energy toward. Like, is it, you're having this, it is the warrior, right? So you're fighting against the grain of what you place your time and effort in, money coming in. You're having this battle of the wills, because then you have Spirit saying, just be patient. Don't be impatient. So this is how I feel with these two cards. The warrior does not like, a warrior, I should say, right? Doesn't want to go to battle. Doesn't say, I can't wait to go fighting these people, right? He's always on guard though. So maybe you're always on guard, setting up your boundaries, always protecting yourself. And Spirit's saying, don't be impatient. Just be patient, and the things that are meant for you are going to come to you, right? Look. Patiently waiting to what? Maybe be seen. You could be like coming back, right? From the war, the internal war that you're having. Coming out of chaos into a graceful period of people appreciating who you are and what you're about and what you do. You need to be patient about people understanding how much you have battled in your life. People don't understand it. Look, people don't understand it. It's not just internalization for some. For others, it's when are they going to see the light about who I am and what I can bring to the table. You've been hoping that people will maybe understand your point of view and what you represent as the warrior and what you've been through and gone through. But universe is saying, just be patient. It'll come. They will see you and value you for what you truly are. Because right now they don't. That was deep. All right, Libra. And, also part of what Libras are all about is justice, right? You want that. You want people to see your value and what you bring to the table, right? It's not because it's not for the fame and glory of it. For some it is, but you stand up for a purpose. You go to war for the justice of it all, and or the injustice of it all, let's say, right? That was interesting. Okay. So you don't have to prove anything to anyone. It'll just happen. It'll come. All right. Scorpios, what's your word? Surrender. Scorpios, you must surrender part of whatever struggles you're having. Internalizing, externalizing, part of the journey, the path that we are all on is surrendering, is giving up the control to God, truly. Let God steer your course, because in actuality, that is how it works. I'm serious. I'm not joking. We may make decisions based upon what we feel is the best, right? And then come to find out in however long it takes, in due time, that wasn't the choice that was needed for you. So if you surrender now, Scorpio, you won't need to have that inner conflict, because here we have your card right here. So let the endings be endings, whether it be endings in love, in toxic relationships, in money, in people not seeing and valuing you. You have to surrender control to the outcome. And you have to follow your heart. But that doesn't necessarily mean follow it by your control. Surrendering control is telling God that you trust whatever has ended, and now people will value you on the basis of who you are. You don't need to make people, see your value. They should see your value. So you need to surrender control about how things are going to turn out, either about your worth and or about the money that you make. Sagittarius. One more shuffle, I feel, because we've only been doing it. Okay, Sagittarius. What is your word? Love it. Patience. Sag, be patient. The outcome, what happens in one moment can change the next. A decision that the universe has made for you through your patience and being guided to be patient, universe is going to show you that everything that has happened for your greatest good. Just let it go. Yeah. Ending. Whatever endings have happened, because they were not of great passion. You didn't have, okay, so in one sense, the passion of one part of your life has gone awry. And universe is saying you're at the page level. Start fresh. Start over with a new passionate drive of whatever it is that you want to. What are you passionate about? This could be an ending in a passionless relationship, job, direction in life. Find a new passion, direction, and zest for life through patience. It's going to come, but you have to be patient. The freedom that endings give you, this is the white horse, right? The freedom that is given to you once an ending has happened, because it wasn't meant for you to be, right? Energetically, if you are in something that you don't have passion for, then you can't be in it. It's just not going to work. I mean, that's the way it is. If you don't have drive, enthusiasm, passion, creative passion, love, whatever, personal power, it'll die. We find our passion in our heart. And universe is saying, let's either renew your passion for life, which means just overall, it's not a person, place, or thing. It's not a job. It's not anything except your inner passion. Your inner sense of like motivation has just dwindled down to nothing. So now you have to renew that starting from scratch, which is basically give yourself time to find a renewed sense of passion in your life. Passion for life. Without the passion, it's your will to live. So find another outlet that is going to give you that. And usually that comes from your heart. Saggies, don't make me worry about you now. All right. It's kind of like Sag. Let me just say one more thing because I just heard it. It's like that the balloon just burst on something that you were really passionate about. And universe said that's not the way to go, so that was ended. Whether it's like a job or a creative thing or whatever it is, right? The bubble like burst. And now with the page there, universe is saying you just have to start over. That's all. Start a new, put your passion somewhere else, right? Okay. Capricorn. All right, what is the word for Capricorns? I was not feeling that. Capricorn. The explorer. So Capricorn, you're like exploring the terrain, I heard. You're like all out there in every direction, every which way, right? This is going to be this will be very interesting. Let's see. Look at you, Capricorn. Okay, so you are exploring. You're free to do so, by the way. You're definitely free to go and choose whatever you want. The thing is, and that's where you're looking. I feel the first thing I thought of when I picked up this card, Capricorns, is you're looking in all the wrong places. You are searching for that treasure in all the wrong places. I felt that immediately. It's like if you're dating, let's just say you're out dating, right? Nothing's happening because you're looking, maybe you're also looking at the external instead of the internal. Looking at external instead of internal, right? The treasures lie within. So if you're out there dating and you're searching for someone, you're exploring your options, right? Which is great because you're free to do so. But the hangman is reversed because you need to change the way you look at what you're searching for. What you're searching for is probably not going to be about the value like how much money someone has as much as how much compassion and kindness someone has. So you're changing your perspective on what you seek out there in the world, which is a good thing. It means you're growing. It does take, maturity at some point to look at what people have from the inside instead of from the outside to the inside, right? We, Western civilization especially, we have always been given the belief systems that, the youth of the value is in the youth, is in the external beauty of the body, is in the external valuing someone based upon their title in business. That's all external values, which is all egoic. Western civilization has been programmed to believe that the power is all about the money, the fame, the sex, the attraction on the external. Eastern, however, was and is what has been the belief system of the internal first. So that's where the dichotomy of the polarity of the belief systems have changed the outlook of Western and Eastern civilization. All right, not to get into that, which I just did. Aquarius, what's your, right here? Get curious. All right, Aquarius, let's look at what you're going to be. You're flying high, actually. Look, you're flying high, but you're looking around, right? And what is it that you're curious about? Is it about a job? Is it about what you're seeking? What happiness? What's going on? So it's about your emotions, okay? You're getting curious about emotionally attaching yourself to and empowering yourself to what it is that you're, right? What do you seek in others? The question is, what do you emotionally go for? Are you curious about how your emotions are tangled up in relation to addiction behaviors? I think you're inquiring. It's like inquiring minds want to be curious about emotional attachment to others who have addictions or your own addictions, right? So these are toxic things like codependency, alcohol, sex, drugs, rock and roll. So I think that you're gaining some powerful intel about what makes you emotionally get involved in people that way, or how does one tick is how what I feel you're on the precipice of gaining knowledge as to and being curious about how that affects who we choose and how powerful one is. Just as curiosity here in an example that I can tell you about without confusing you would be a functioning alcoholic, right? How does one emotionally go to a job after being drinking to oblivion and getting up in the morning and doing it all over again, day after day? I'm not saying that they do it day after day, but you're curious as to a concept that is close to that type of concept, right? It's very curious as to how toxic behaviors affect the emotional waters of not only within you, but your external, right? So you're trying to gain perspective, and through your curiosity of how that works. How does someone with an addiction, or having poor boundaries, or how do people go into relationships continuously with the guilt and the shame of cheating on their spouses, and they continue to do so? Those kind of things. That's pretty deep, Aquarius. Seriously. You know, and what is it? Inquisitive minds want to know. All right, Pisces. These have been really like all over the place. Pisces, what's your word? Versatility. Pisces, I'm also seeing this huge weed plant, right? So Pisces, some of you are smoking, right? Smoking and like not, and chilling, and your versatility, like sometimes when you are smoking, if you are, it doesn't mean you are. I'm just saying it allows you to be more versatile. It gives you that flexibility because you're more chill, right? To do the things that you want, or gives you that effect of, you know, it's kind of like it is a Piscean moon effect of, you know, smoking and being chill and being versatile instead of being rigid and controlling, etc. It brings you back to a point of relaxation, right? So that is your versatility. But where are you placing that? Let's see. Pisces, you came out. I'll give you those 4 cards. So it's about, look at this. Look at. So you're in this bond. You're in a bond where people, either one or the other party is in the limelight, right? Someone's in the limelight, and they're watching how you perform. But now, for some reason, your versatility is not about, your versatility was about how you juggled your emotions with other people and how they saw you, right? Changing it up for, like being a chameleon. Pisces are very much chameleons. Excuse me. They are. They use their emotions based upon who's watching to adhere to the situation and or, you know, work, creative, love. They kind of are chameleons in relationships. They use their emotions to, depending on who's watching, right? And sometimes they use, well, many times they use their emotions for manipulation, right? So your versatility is deciding, you've already decided that you're only going to show up one way in a relationship. Like, I think like the people that you show yourself to externally, the people that watch you, you're showing something completely different to your significant person or whomever you're dating, married to, or living with. You're the chameleon. You change for your external. That's your versatility. That's your thing. So just like when you smoke, you change the control of being stringent, and maybe you need that so that you can chill, right? A lot of people do, okay? So for that reason, you become more versatile in your perspectives and how you see others and yourself. And you're doing the same thing as with the situations of people around you. Your external people that watch you or whomever is not who you really are. And that's not a bad thing, but you are the chameleon, and that is the versatility of you. That is something actually that has been given to you as a treasure from spirit. Not the part of smoking weed, but the part of using your emotional manipulation to get what you want. That's a Piscean trait. All right, let's get one card for the collective, because now we're at 40 minutes, which is beautiful. It's all good. All right, dare to dream, my friends. That is the overall message for today and throughout the weekend. Dare to dream big. Go after what it is that you want. Find love loud, love big, love wide. Show who you are to the world. Be the person and expand your personal power and who you are and how you show up in your own life. Look at your life and dream with unlimited potential, as we all have that. So dream big. And I send you much love and so many blessings to be safe and to dream. Dream a little dream. Have a great weekend.